Hello there, just a quick tutorial on using images with w3css. So here I am, I'm testing this page here in, I'm testing this in Internet Explorer and I'm editing it in the Bolt-Bait free HTML editor. Now, instead of content 1, this first column on the left, I'm gonna replace all of that with an image. Apologize for the noise. There's someone. Okay, I apologize for any odd noises that may happen as people doing a bit of DIY just outside my room. So let's delete the previous content. And for those of you that aren't aware of this, w3.css, just search for that in Google. Okay, I'm having problems with Google at the moment. It's not working properly. W3 schools. There we are. We're going to go here, W3 schools. Now, the best place to go is the reference, HTML, and the tag for inserting an image is this one here, the img tag. Now, the good thing about using this reference is it tells you about all of the attributes as well. So this is the actual tag, and these alt, height, width, and src are the attributes. So we start off with img. Now src is the source of the file, the source of the image file. Now my image is in the same folder as my page and it's called lioncub.jpg, and I'll show you that now. And that's all we need really for that image to show up. So let me just show you the folder with my website in. There's lioncub and it's in the same folder. So we don't need to worry about the path. We're giving the source here using a relative file path, and the first place the page will look is inside the same directory. Now, if my page does not manage to find the image, I would like it to display some text. That's what the alt attribute is for. In the event that the picture can't be found, it will show the text lioncub. So now we press Ctrl and S to save my work. Okay, I'm going to press Alt and Tab to go over to my preview. There it is, and I'm going to update the page, and there she is. There's the lion. Now it's standard practice really to have the thing in the center of the page, so we're going to add to the div which contains it is this one up here, and if I add the class w3 center and I Control S, that should have the effect of putting the line in the center. Okay, there we go. Now there's a couple of cool things you can do with w3css, so I'm just going to look for that now. w3css. And if we go down here to images, I think I'm in the wrong place actually. We need to go to w3 CSS, not that one. There it is, w3 CSS. So here we have all the cool stuff you can do with images. Okay. So first of all, we can establish the class as w3 image, and this will allow us to add captions later on. So notice that goes in the surrounding div. So I'm just going to take that code, copy, and I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, so I'm going to actually put my image inside a div. Now if I just indent that, and then I need to close off this div tag. Okay, it's got very big indentations, this Bolt-Bait. Watch out for the autocomplete. Now, nothing will actually happen by doing that. It just means that later on we can do other cool stuff. Okay, so if you want to display your image inside a circle, notice here we add the class of circle to the image tag itself. Okay, so we're inside the image tag, and we're adding the class of w3 circle. I can actually copy and paste that code. copy, go over to bolt bait, and we're going to add it here. Class W3 circle. Save that off and check it. Alt tab to go to my lion page. Let's just see how that works. There we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Good for showing people's faces. Now, what other cool stuff can W3CSS do? This is nice. It can do captions on the image. Now, just be careful with this. So we must make sure our image is inside a div with a class of W3 image. Mine is. And then we add another div underneath with the actual caption. And we must give it the title, the class, of W3 title. So I'm going to copy that, paste that code there. I'm going to go over to my editor, and I'm going to paste that in there. Now I'm actually going to take away the class of circle because I don't want that image to be in a circle anymore. And I'm going to change the caption to lovely lion. Control S, OK, Alt Tab, flick over to my Windows Explorer, and we should find that the image is now rectangular with a Now you might be able to see the problem here. Notice how the caption, there's two problems really. One is that the black text is too dark to show up on the lion's fur, so I'm going to change that to white, and I'm also going to center the text. So we come over here, so we're going to change text black to text white, and we'll also give it the class of W3 center. Okay, let's save that off. Control S, overwrite, yep. Refresh the page. Okay, so we're still struggling to get that text on top of the image there. Okay, now, if I take away the centering of the lion, I'll show you what I wanted it to look like. Control S and refresh. That's kind of how I wanted it to look. So there's a bit of a problem there. I thought that the centering of the title would fix that. Anyway, if you want to learn how to use that, I'll figure that out before next class. What else can we do? Oh yeah, we can display an image as a card. So the actual class for the card goes in the surrounding div, and we'll do that now, just to show you how that looks. Oh, and adding it as a card, notice how this image here has shadow, and it kind of looks like it's on a piece of card attached to the page. So we can achieve that effect by adding W3 card to the enclosing div, and let's say card 8. So the numbers are 2, 4, 8, 12, and so on, up to 32. And let's hope that that now makes my lion look like he's on a piece of card. Let's check it. Okay, what's happened there is that it's not the lion who looks like he's on a card, it's actually the div that he's inside. So we'll have to think about that. Maybe we could apply that to the image itself. Let's just try that. Let's try putting that class on the image itself. W3 card 8. Let's just see what that looks like. And update. Okay. Yep, now you can see that the lion himself looks like he's on a piece of card. The only thing is you cannot see the bottom shadow because of the enclosing div is too close to him. We could certainly change that by just going back here, and we'll come out of this div here with the image in, and we'll just start adding content. This is some text about lions. Control S, and let's just see how that looks. Okay. Whoops. It seems to have appeared in a different div. Let's just edit this. It's actually between divs at the moment. So it needs to be inside. It's actually between div 1 and div 2. Let's put that. There we are. It needs to be inside this div here. That should do it. Control S. Go back. Refresh. F5. There we go. And now you can see that the lion definitely looks like he's on a piece of card. Now the only thing is he's quite close to the side of the page there, isn't he? So let's go back and let's make that div into a container. Okay, by making this div a container div, we're going to get some margins and padding around the edge. So let's see what that looks like. There we are. And now we've moved it away from the edge of the screen a bit. Okay. Now, I hope that is helpful. That's the basics of how we use a IMG tag. Don't forget there's other attributes like height and width. I think the maximum, let's just try this for a second. So if I put width of 100%, I think that refers to 100% of the size of the image rather than the div. Let's just try that. Oh, there we are. It's actually filled the div. Okay, so by specifying the width as 100%, that's automatically expanded to fill the div that was inside. So that's quite useful. Just notice though that the image is definitely blown up now and it looks a bit blurry. So if you've got low quality small images, I wouldn't use them bigger than they actually should be because you're going to lose image quality like that. Okay. Now if you wanted to, we could change that to, let's just go to 50%. See what that looks like. There it is. Okay, so there's plenty you can do with images. I hope that was enough to get you started. Please let me know if there's anything else you want me to help you with. Bye bye.